Good morning, Neislas and Fleming agents, and welcome to our inaugural episode of Say What? I'm here today with Jill Henderson.
Hello, everyone.
And together we run the service team here at Neislas and Fleming. So one of my favorite things with service and working with Jill is Jill's newer to the business and just really seeing that light bulb go off in Jill's head.
So I sort of have an interesting story, which we've shared on our This Is Us as well. But for the majority of my life, I worked for SCEA, which is Sony Computer Entertainment America, which is really PlayStation. So I worked for PlayStation for about 16 years. And I learned a lot. I started when my kids were babies, and now they're in their adulthood. So I was talking to my cousin, who many of you know is Maggie Fleming. So we go through the holidays, and after the holidays, I get a message from Maggie Fleming. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, what did my son do? He took her son to a hockey game, and I thought, something went awry. What's going on? I prepare myself. I call Maggie back. She says, Jill, I want you to come work for us. And I said, excuse me? So I was like, Maggie, how can you expect me to make this crossover? So she said, but you love marketing, and you love relationships. And I said, bing, check mark, check mark. So I was ready for that. So I decided to take this huge leap. So I was a travel queen. I was traveling 75% of my life, all the way through my kids growing up. And then here I was, I'm going to work in Pittsburgh, and I'm going to be at home with my husband. So that was a transition. Just coming into Neislas and Fleming, they had just moved to a new building. So we were in our last building in Swallow Hill. And just meeting the team, learning the words, and then Maggie throwing out the challenge. If you get your license, you will feel so much better. So I start down this process, which I was really glad I did, because now I can be compassionate to anyone that goes through this process here. But it was literally like just learning things by memory, because it was such weird words. And I sat outside of the office of Tom Fleming and Bill Kauffman, and I would constantly throw back at them, what's this mean? What's this mean? Because everything was a letter. So I value the team so much because they really take the time to show me. And which is why you even asked me this question that I've droned on about, when the light bulb goes off with me. Because oftentimes they say, yeah, I get it. And then you're like, no, you don't. You have to see it in my eyes. And you have taught me so much. So it's amazing how many facets there are to this business, and every day you're learning, but it's great to have a team that really supports you and teaches you all the ins and outs.
I have to agree. Seeing that light bulb go off in your eyes is probably my favorite part. And I love that now you can take your light bulbs and pass that along to the agents and the team here and everything. You just really help uplift people. And I love seeing the service team kind of take the same path in helping our agents and really taking the focus and making it positive instead of what can sometimes be negative. From commission issues to certification issues and everything in between. It's also the annual enrollment period for the under 65.
I know, they
agents
have to stack them, right? They have to be at the same time, just to confuse everyone.
Right, why make anything easy for anybody? So we're going to talk to Bill Kauffman about some of the issues that he's running into. So welcome, Bill. Bill is our under 65 health sales manager here at Neislas and Fleming. And whenever we asked the team to provide us with their scenarios that they had that were very intriguing, Bill sent one to me that made me say what. So he had a scenario where an agent wanted to enroll their member in Penny, and they weren't able to at the time. So Bill, let's outline what happened and how we were able to solve their problem.
Yeah, so for those of you that don't know, Penny is our new state exchange. So Penny has taken the place of the FFM, the Federally Facilitated Marketplace. The FFM is still in place, but just not for Pennsylvania. So with Penny, Pennsylvania Insurance Exchange, that is what our agents are now going to be using for that. So we had some different dates and cutoffs and whatnot that we've gotten through now. So for any agent that has not gotten in and registered yet, they now can do so and get their certification by November 11th, or November 30th.
Okay.
They can go in and do that by November 30th. And then they will be fully certified for the state exchange to be doing any of their on-exchange clients directly through that portal.
Now, if agents want to enroll in off-exchange products, do they still have to do the FFM certifications?
So they don't. So
Okay.
this year there are a few changes with that. The two main carriers that we have are going to be Highmark and UPMC for the state of PA. With anyone that's being written off exchange, for that agent to receive commission, they do not have to be certified for the penny certification. But naturally, if they are writing any on exchange, they have to have that certification. And that is mainly a change with Highmark that has happened this year, where Highmark, you had to be certified whether you're written on exchange or off exchange to be paid that commission.
Okay.
So that is a good thing for the agents.
Yeah,
for those
absolutely.
that don't want to write any on exchange, they will still be paid for off exchange without that certification.
Now, for agents who aren't really familiar with the under 65 and the on versus off exchange, what's the biggest difference to doing on exchange versus off exchange, or vice versa?
Yeah, so what you want to be doing, agents should, just by having those conversations with their clients, know the background of their clients, from whether it's an individual to a family. And also the biggest point with on exchange is knowing whether that client can afford it. So there's going to be a variety of different prices. So that's where the on exchange comes in, because if someone does have a lower income, this is where they're going to be able to have a tax credit and save some money on those normal ACA prices.
Okay.
So that's where the on exchange really is going to come into play, with helping some of those clients be able to save some money.
Okay. Well, that is really great information. I think that our agents are going to find that really beneficial. I know that that really helped me out after your question that you sent over to me.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you taking the time. And
Absolutely.
if agents have more questions about under 65, on exchange, off exchange, how can they get in touch with you?
Yeah, just call me directly here at Neischloss. Send me an email. Either way, we'll get you right over to me and go from there.
Okay.
So.
Well, that sounds good. So now, one of the things Jill mentioned, and I know that it's been brought up about myself quite frequently, is that we're a very competitive bunch here at Neischloss and Fleming. So what do you think about maybe doing a little game?
Sure.
You on board? Okay, let's do it.
Say what?
A little game to test your brain. So today, our game is going to focus on the brain.
Oh,
Ready?
ready.
Ready.
Okay, so we're going to put a question up on the screen, and you are going to, if you know the answer, say your name to call it out, and then check your answer. Ready? Let's go. What is the hard shell that contains and protects our brain?
Bill.
Yes.
Skull.
Ding, ding, ding. Question 2. How much does an average adult human brain weigh?
Jill,
Go for it.
3.5 pounds.
About 3 pounds. Tied up now. Bill 1, Jill 1. Next question. What field of science studies the function of the brain?
Bill. Psychology.
Jill?
I have no idea.
Okay, the field of neuroscience.
Oh, I didn't know that. Dang it. Dang it.
It's okay. You'll know for next time. Okay, the brain consists of 2 hemispheres, the left and the right. How many lobes does each hemisphere contain?
Jill, 2.
Bill.
Yes.
4.
Ding, ding, ding. Bill's taking the lead. Next question. What area of the brain controls motor function, emotion, language, and reasoning skills?
Jill,
Go.
frontal lobe.
Ding, 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 ding.
Oh, I think we're
Nice.
tied. Say what?
Okay. Tiebreaker question. Bill 2, Jill 2. When does the Medicare Advantage annual election period end?
Jill,
Go.
December 7th.
Ding, ding, ding.
That wasn't fair. We were talking about under 65 in here, not Medicare.
Special thanks to Bill Kauffman and Jill Henderson for joining us on our first edition of Service Say What, and tune in next time.